Hey everyone, buckle up because there's some juicy gossip making the rounds. It seems like Beyoncé and Jay-Z's fairy tale romance might be hitting some rough waters. Yep, you heard it right. Rumor has it Beyoncé's ready to call it quits and walk away from the marriage. And you know what's crazy? Just recently, Jay-Z was all about Beyoncé during his Grammy speech, throwing shade at the Recording Academy for not giving her the respect she deserves throughout her solo career. Oh, and speaking of revealing truths, guess who's now spilling the tea on Jay-Z and Beyoncé's relationship? None other than 50 Cent himself. He's dropping bombshells left and right about what really went down between the power couple. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. So, all this drama, especially the juicy details we're about to spill about Jay-Z and Beyoncé, started brewing at the recent Grammy Awards. Now, Beyoncé's been nominated for Album of the Year a whopping 4 times, which is like the grand prize at the Grammys, but she's never managed to snatch it. Last year, everyone was buzzing about her album Renaissance, thinking she had it in the bag. But guess what? Harry Styles swooped in and took the win with Harry's House, leaving fans seriously ticked off because they were convinced Beyoncé's album was miles better. Jay-Z was so fired up about it that he even went on Tidal, his own platform, just to let off some steam about why Beyoncé got snubbed. But here's the twist. He didn't straight up bash the Grammys for favoring Beyoncé. Instead, he was like, "Look, we've been dreaming about rocking the Grammys since we were kids, and that's all cool. We just want them to get it right, you know?" Jay-Z gets that music's a matter of taste, but fairness is key. All they're asking for is a level playing field because they're super passionate about their craft.
I'm just saying, we want y'all to get it right. We love y'all, we love y'all, we love y'all. We want y'all to get it right, at least get it close to right. And obviously it's subjective. Y'all don't gotta clap at everything. Obviously it's subjective because, you know, it's music and it's opinion based. But, you know, some things, you know, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. You know, some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed.
So Jay-Z and his crew were all about looking up to legends like Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder back in the day. Stevie Wonder scored big at the Grammys, taking home the trophy 3 out of 4 years in a row. Jay-Z wasn't exactly thrilled about it last year, and folks were thinking maybe he'd let it slide by now. I mean, Beyoncé did become the most decorated artist in Grammy history, so there was definitely reason to celebrate. But nope, Jay-Z was still holding on to that grudge. Even when he snagged the Global Icon Award at the Grammys last week, he couldn't resist bringing up the same old issue, calling out the Academy for showing favoritism towards his wife. He made it clear he wasn't trying to cause a scene or anything, you know? It's all about music and opinion, but some things you just can't let slide. Now, people had all sorts of opinions about this whole mess. Some thought Jay-Z was just being greedy, griping about Beyoncé not nabbing Album of the Year when she's already got a whopping 32 Grammys under her belt, more than anyone else in history. They figured he should just be grateful for all the success Beyoncé's had instead of whining about what she hasn't achieved. But then, on the other hand, plenty of folks found it kind of sweet that Jay-Z was standing up for his lady like that. I mean, the fact that he was still speaking up for her over a year later showed he really cared about her and what mattered to her. And the fact that he chose to shine the spotlight on her instead of himself during his big moment was pretty heartwarming to see. But hey, there might be more to the story than meets the eye. Rumor has it that Jay-Z's defense of Beyoncé was actually a last-ditch effort to win her back, because apparently they've been living separate lives for a while now. Yep, word on the street is they've been putting on a front in public, acting like a happy couple, kinda like Will and Jada Smith did until Jada spilled the beans last year. This gossip came straight from blogger Storm Monroe, who claimed to have some insider scoop on the situation, hinting that the power couple might be headed for Splitsville because Beyoncé's supposedly gearing up to file for divorce from Jay-Z.
After the powers that be, the PTB, the industry, whatever you want to call them, once they're done with Diddy, right? And this is going to be going on for some time, but once, I guess you can say the public humiliation, basically after the major documentaries come out, right? After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed.
Now, While some die-hard Beyoncé fans are probably celebrating this news, because let's be real, they've been rooting for Beyoncé to kick Jay-Z to the curb and move on with her life for ages. Things just got a whole lot messier, especially after Beyoncé dropped the bombshell that Jay-Z admitted to cheating on her with some woman known as Becky with the good hair. But Beyoncé chose to tough it out, standing by her man through all that drama. And now, she's hitting him with divorce papers? Yeah, something's definitely fishy here. I mean, she's been ride or die for years. She's had to put up with people gossiping about their age gap and how Jay might have pulled a fast one on her to tie the knot. Whenever folks start digging into Beyoncé and Jay's relationship, you can bet that the topic of their significant age difference comes up. Beyoncé, born in '81, is 42 now, while Jay-Z, who came into the world in '69, is a whopping 53, making that a solid 13-year gap. Now, when you're both well into your 40s and beyond, an age gap might not raise too many eyebrows. But let's rewind to when they first met. Beyoncé was a fresh 18, and Jay-Z was a seasoned 31. Now that's the kind of age difference that gets people talking. As rumors swirl about Beyoncé and Jay-Z's marriage hitting rough waters, it's hard not to look back on the journey that brought them to this point. From the highs of their chart-topping collaborations to the lows of public scandals, their relationship has been a roller coaster ride of fame, love, and resilience. So let's rewind the clock and dig deeper into the timeline of one of music's most iconic power couples, tracing the steps that led them to where they are today. Beyoncé and Jay-Z have been like the ultimate power couple for, forever. They've been dominating the scene together and separately for who knows how long. Remember when they dropped that joint album, Everything Is Love? Total game changer. And let's not forget their solo hits. Beyoncé's epic visual album Lemonade and Jay-Z's banger Empire State of Mind with Alicia Keys. But they're not just about music. Jay-Z's Rock Nation Entertainment Agency is killing it. And he even brought the Nets to Brooklyn. Plus, he's making big bucks with smart investments, becoming the first hip-hop billionaire. Beyoncé's holding her own too, mentoring rising stars, running the Ivy Park fashion line, and racking up a record-breaking 32 Grammy Awards. And can we talk about their kids, Rumi, Sir, and Blue Ivy Carter? Already making history. With a solid 2-decade relationship under their belt, they're like the definition of family goals. Sure, they've had their ups and downs, but if anyone can make a marriage work at this level, it's them. Here's how they got together and stayed together. Beyoncé and Jay-Z first met sometime between 1999 and 2000, but they didn't rush into anything. Beyoncé was just 18 when they crossed paths and 19 when they started dating. They took their time, building a strong friendship before diving into romance. They made their official debut as a couple in Vanity Fair's Music Issue. But before that, they were friends for a solid year and a half. Friendship first, romance later. All right, let's rewind to 2002 when we got their first ever musical collab, 03 Bonnie and Clyde. It was like bam, we knew they were a powerhouse both on and off stage. Then, just a year later, they dropped the legendary track Crazy in Love, and man, it was lit, Grammy-winning lit. The song didn't hold back on their love story, and fans were all over it. Fast forward to 2004, and we saw them hit the red carpet together at the VMAs. It was like superstars announcing to the world, yup, we're a thing. Beyoncé was already thinking about weddings, talking about her dream ceremony with her Destiny's Child crew as bridesmaids. They ended up tying the knot in a chill ceremony on April 4th, 2008, a special date for the couple, who are all about that number 4 in their lives. A little while later, they spilled the beans about their relationship in an interview, stressing how important privacy was for them. Then in 2011, at the Blue Ivy VMAs, Beyoncé dropped the bombshell about her pregnancy during a jaw-dropping performance. A huge moment for the couple. Come January 2012, Blue Ivy Carter came into the world, and the Knowles Carter legacy officially began. We got our first peek at Blue Ivy through Beyoncé's unique photo release on Tumblr. Beyoncé also blew everyone away with her rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner at President Obama's inauguration. In 2013, we got to see more about their family life in the HBO doc Life is But a Dream, giving us a rare peek into their world behind the scenes. Then, in that same year, their music stole the spotlight once more with Jay-Z's Magna Carta Holy Grail and Beyoncé's bombshell surprise visual album. Beyoncé dropped her self-titled album, which included their steamy collab Drunk in Love. Talk about going from being crazy in love to totally intoxicated in love. They've been on quite the journey. But just when everyone thought things couldn't get any crazier, drama came swinging in hard. It was like, whoa, where did this come from? After the Met Gala on May 7, 2014, a video surfaced showing Beyoncé's sis, Solange Knowles, apparently throwing hands at Jay-Z in an elevator at an after-party. Rumor has it she went all Hulk mode because of cheating rumors swirling around. Later on, Beyoncé throws some serious shade in her Flawless remix track, singing, "Yeah, sometimes things hit the fan when there's $1 billion in an elevator." June 2014 rolls around, and things seem brighter as Beyoncé and Jay-Z kick off their On the Run tour. But by July 2014, whispers of divorce start circulating. Yeah, they're trying to figure out how to call it quits without making it official, spills a source to Page 6. This tour's a big deal, and they've already cashed in most of the ticket sales. More tea is spilled by The Insider, revealing Jay was doing his thing, Bey was doing hers. They thought having a kid would fix things, but nah, it didn't pan out that way. Then, in August 2014, Solange addresses the elevator incident in Lucky Mag, saying, "Look, me and my fam are cool. We've said our piece and we're all good with it." Jump to 2015, and Beyoncé and Jay-Z seem to be working things out. Jay even shares a video of their wedding vows. Plus, they graced the Met Gala in May without any elevator drama this time. And let's not forget Beyoncé's iconic Super Bowl halftime show in 2016. It stole the spotlight from the game, hands down. But hold up, April 2016 brings Lemonade, and it's like a breakup album on steroids. Tracks like Formation and Sorry have fans playing detective, trying to decode who the mysterious Becky with the good hair could be. By October 2016, Beyoncé publicly acknowledges Jay-Z during her Formation World Tour, seemingly putting those divorce rumors to rest. Then, in February 2017, it's all rainbows and sunshine again as Bey drops the bombshell that she's pregnant with twins. Cue the collective swooning. On her IG account, Beyoncé wrote, "We would like to share our love and happiness. We have been blessed 2 times over. We are incredibly grateful that our family will be growing by 2, and we thank you for your well wishes. The Carters." The Knowles Carter crew gets a double dose of adorable when Rumi and Sir Carter enter the picture. And just when you thought things couldn't get any juicier, Jay-Z drops his album 444, basically admitting he screwed up. But the ride doesn't stop there. 2018 rolls in, and they hit us with the bombshell about their joint tour, On the Run 2. But we're still waiting on that collab album Jay mentioned in his Times interview. June hits, and finally, Bey and Jay drop their joint album, Everything is Love, which they bust out during their OTR2 tour. In 2019, Beyoncé hops on the Lion King train, voicing Nala in the live-action flick. She and Jay-Z hit up the premiere, rubbing elbows with British royalty, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And let's not forget their little shout-out to Meghan in their song, Apesh *T. For a sec, everything's all good. But things take a twist when they pose for a Tiffany Jewelers ad with a painting by Jean-Michel Basquiat. Some folks in the art world aren't feeling it, saying Basquiat would have wanted his work in public places, not ads. Fast forward to 2022, and Beyoncé seems to spill the tea about Jay-Z's cheating rumors in her Renaissance album. "I know nobody's perfect, so I'll let you be. I'll let you be. It's the way that you wear your emotions on both of your sleeves, till the face you make when I tell you that I had to leave," she sings in Plastic Off the Sofa. And there's a sneaky reference to the Solange elevator incident in Cozy. Before last year's Grammys on June 20th, right smack in the middle of Beyoncé's Renaissance World Tour, they hit up the Louis Vuitton menswear show in Paris. And guess what? It's on the oldest bridge in the city. They're not just there for the fashion, though. They're showing some love for their buddy Pharrell, who's flexing his creative muscles as the brand's new creative director. Now, bringing it back to the present day, we're left wondering if this really might be the end of the road for the power couple of Jay-Z and Beyoncé. So, Jay-Z's track record hasn't been squeaky clean in the 16 years they've been hitched, but Beyoncé's always had his back. So why the sudden move to distance herself? And if Storm Monroe's spilling the tea, they've apparently been living separately for a hot minute, keeping it under wraps like pros. So what's the deal now? Why is Beyoncé seemingly hitting the eject button on the marriage when everything seemed chill? Well, word on the street is Jay-Z might be the next one in line for a dose of public exposure, just like Diddy. But as we delve into the intricacies of Beyoncé and Jay-Z's relationship, it's evident that their journey has been marked by both triumphs and tribulations, from the highs of their iconic collaborations to the lows of public scandals. None more infamous than his feud with fellow rapper 50 Cent. The beef between 50 Cent and Jay-Z? Man, it's been brewing since way back. Like before 50 even blew up with Get Rich or Die Trying. Picture this, 50's still grinding, trying to make it, and Jay-Z's already ruling the rap game. Then, 50 drops How to Rob, basically dissing every big shot in the industry, from Diddy to Jay-Z himself. Risky move, right? But it was genius in its own way. Everyone was talking about it, and 50 got the attention he needed to kickstart his career. Fast forward to Summer Jam '99, and 50 and Jay-Z meet backstage. Jay actually tells him he likes the track, but then turns around and disses him on stage just minutes later. That's some cold stuff. 50 clapped back with Be a Gentleman, but the beef cooled off for a bit as 50 got into it with Ja Rule and Supreme, the drug kingpin. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's getting cozy with Murder Inc., and even Supreme, who's working with them. Crazy, right? But then 50 gets shot 9 times, almost losing it all. He bounces back though, getting signed by Eminem in 2002, and y'all know the rest. 50's blowing up, and Jay's even warning his own artists about him. Talk about a turnaround. So, after all the drama, it seems like 50 and Jay found some common ground. They both had beef with Murder Inc., so suddenly they're on the same side. Next thing you know, they're announcing a joint tour called Rock the Mic in May 2003, and they're even gracing magazine covers together. And get this, Jay's got his Reebok deal, launching the ESC Carter collection, and then 50 follows suit, dropping the G-Unit sneakers. Rumor has it Jay even helped 50 land his Reebok deal. Talk about turning enemies into business partners. They even shot a Reebok commercial together. It's wild how things can change in the rap game. But their alliance didn't stick for too long. The tour went on without Jay-Z, and soon after, 50 Cent dropped the bomb that his G-Unit sneakers were outselling Jay's ESC Carter collection by a whopping 6-to-1 ratio. Can you believe it? He even boasted about raking in a cool $80 million from his shoe deal, outselling albums like it was nothing. The rivalry didn't end there, though. Fast forward to August 22nd, 2007, at the Screamfest event. 50 Cent's there as a surprise guest, thanks to Kira, and they hit the stage together. But then, things get interesting. Jay-Z shows up with T.I., and they start performing. Next thing you know, 50 Cent crashes the party, leaving everyone shocked and maybe a little ticked off. Jay even tells him to bounce, but 50 stays put, creating one of the most hilarious moments in hip-hop. Instead of making a swift exit, he hangs around, not even budging when Kanye West starts his set. Comments were straight on point with this one. 50 is a bona fide menace. So, in September 2009, 50 Cent and Jay-Z found themselves butting heads again. And this time, it all kicked off after that infamous Kanye West and Taylor Swift debacle at the 2009 VMAs. 50 jumped into the mix, saying Kanye wouldn't pull that stunt on him. But when Jay was asked about 50's jab, he brushed it off, saying nobody was scared of 50 Cent. But 50 wasn't about to let it slide. In a sit-down with Tim Westwood later that year, he boldly claimed he was a bigger global artist than Jay-Z. He even threw out the stats, boasting he achieved what Jay did in 15 years in just 4.
There's a huge difference in energy internationally in 50 Cent and Jay-Z. In fact, his largest selling record sold 430-something thousand copies. My largest selling records, plural, 2 of them sold 5 million. That's Get Rich or Die Trying and Massacre. You know, so it's a huge difference in who we are with each other internationally. Let them be fooled in America and think there's a competition there, because America can be purchased.
Then, in an interview with The Breakfast Club in August 2012, 50 took another swipe, suggesting Jay-Z's award wins were all thanks to his marriage to Beyoncé. He even joked about Beyoncé almost taking him down over his beef with Jay-Z.
So Beyonce jumped down on you.
She jumped down. She was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped down. She was like, duh, duh, duh. And I'm like, wait, what is she doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay-Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, girl. Don't come
So Hov wasn't there?
I'm talking to Jay.
You talking to Jay.
As soon as I talked to Jay, she jumped down, came over. I said, "Oh shit, look at this."
They about to jump you.
Nah, she came like she was ready.
She's
Like
ready.
I thought something was gonna happen.
But things really heated up after the Super Bowl performance. NOREI spilled the tea on a Drink Champs episode, saying Jay-Z told him 50 Cent only got on stage because Eminem insisted. 50 wasn't having it. He hit back on social media, accusing Jay-Z of trying to look like Basquiat, and even posted a comparison pic to make his point crystal clear. In conclusion, the saga between 50 Cent and Jay-Z has been a roller coaster ride of rivalries, alliances, and epic showdowns spanning over decades. From their early clashes to their brief collaborations and back to trading shots, these two hip-hop heavyweights have kept the drama alive. Despite their successes and differences, one thing remains certain. The beef between 50 Cent and Jay-Z is far from over. As they continue to make waves in the industry, their ongoing feud serves as a reminder that in the world of rap, old grudges die hard, and the fire of competition never truly burns out. So buckle up, folks, because the saga between 50 and Jay is one ride that ain't slowing down anytime soon.